Hi Hivers! We're back again, this time with my oldest. She'll be 15 in September, and this is the school that she does. But first, I want to know what you think about homeschooling.
I love it. I've been to public school, and I enjoy homeschool a lot more, especially because it's Christ-based.
Is that the only reason you enjoy homeschool more?
I can do school in my bed.
Awesome. Okay, first order of business. This is the first thing that she does.
I have history, so it's the world story.
Can't see the book.
Second book. And right now I started learning about the 100 Years' War. So
What is your favorite thing about this history book?
they have little art pages, like not where you draw. I don't draw. But
Why don't you draw?
because I suck at drawing. I drew a Viking once.
At least she's honest.
I drew a Viking once, and I gave it heels because he looked really wonky. So I made him look even wonkier, and it was hilarious. But
Wonky.
so they have these little, like, where you study the architecture, and you think it's like, think like an artist, and you have to write why you think that they made it look that way, and then think like an architect, where you're like, why do you think that they built it that way? And so I enjoy those.
What is your least favorite part about your history?
I don't know.
Find something.
What are you doing? Probably when the story is not interesting and I have to read it anyway.
Okay. Next.
Latin is Latin. I do Latin with Andy. And these are the worksheets. They have nice little worksheets. I put my hand behind it, like it's gonna help you see. And the worksheets are pretty cool. They're pretty, simple for the most part once you get the hang of it. But it's just a lot of memorizing, which I'm used to. And
Why are you used to memorizing?
because we've been in classical conversations where you have to memorize everything.
Do you love classical conversations?
Yes, Essentials was the best. And Snacks.
Say that again so we can hear you in the microphone.
Essentials was the best, and then snacking during Challenge. Challenge was fun. Met some cool people.
Okay, next. What is your favorite part about Latin?
Being able to read it on billboards and know what it says.
What is your least favorite part about the Latin?
Having to do the work.
Sorry about the lighting change. We're in front of a window. Okay, next up we have Writing Advanced.
It's writing strands. I absolutely love writing. It's so fun. I actually wrote a book that hopefully will be published in the next 3 years. But I love the essays. The worst thing about this is they limit how much you can write, and that limits how much detail I can go into, so I don't necessarily enjoy that part. But it's okay, because I still get to write.
Patience, people. It teaches patience. The next order of business is science.
This is Elements of Faith, and so...
What is it?
Elements of the...
So, Elements of Faith is the science.
Yes, and so I'm going through the elements of the periodic table and learning about each one. And yesterday I learned that there was a guy named Sir William something, and he wanted to name Uranus. Saying this out loud is never good. He wanted to name Uranus George. And so it's so funny.
Look it up, people. Interesting facts.
But least favorite part about this is I like that they have the experiments, but we don't get to do a lot of them because of what they require. And I really like the quizzes, honestly. I enjoy the quizzes.
Because she's a nerd. Next, we have, what is this? Math. So we have Principles of Mathematics.
So this is math. It has lots of God in it. I love how Christ-centered it is. Math specifically, is all in it. She talks about it like crazy. But Least favorite part, I gotta go with Latin on this, doing the work. I really don't like math. It's not my favorite at all. But the best part is it's centered around Christ, so it's not as bad as it could be. And then I have my study spiral. And so for example, this is, I don't know how well you can see it, but this is my orange science studying from a while back. I write very small. And then you have the pink logic. And then math is just blue. Math doesn't have...
It's just blue.
Well, it's math, so, you know. But, yeah, that's fun.
We also have logic. Logic is very interesting.
I love logic. Logic is the only reason why I'm allowed to argue with my father. But this is, what's his name? Jason Lyle. Highly recommend him. He's awesome. So Jason Lyle is awesome. He is an astrophysicist, and but he's a theologian as well. So he like incorporates God in everything. I love his books. I've read something creation. It's like the key reason for creation or something like that. It's really cool. But this logic is basically learning about the structure of arguments and how to debate properly, which is super fun. And then, and then you have the notes.
She just said she likes arguing.
I like arguing correctly. And yes, it's fun.
Okay, on to the last description of what she does for her school.
I read a chapter a day. That was really far away from my face, sorry. I read a chapter a day of, right now I'm reading Crime and Punishment. And the reason why I'm reading this book is because I have a list of books that I need to complete before I start. And this is Language Arts, World Literature. And so far, I have read Faust, The Confessions of St. Augustine, the Iliad, the Odyssey, and I'm reading Crime and Punishment right now. And the vocabulary is very complex, but it is muchly needed because, you know, when you read something, what goes in must come out. So when you read something like that, that vocabulary is incorporated in your daily speech. So that's cool.
Bye, Hivers! Like and subscribe! And make sure that if you're interested in any of these books, or if you have any more questions for her to answer as a first-hand, like coming from the mouth of a homeschooler, then make sure that you put it in the comments, and I will have her answer whatever questions that you have. Bye! See you later!